Welcome back again. So in this video lecture, we'll be looking at special characters in C programming language. So most of the special characters that we're going to look at are for string, float, and integers. I believe that this is the very first time you're hearing about string, float, and integer variables. Okay, though I have not explained them before, but I need to touch this before we move into that. Okay, so the very first one is string. What is a string? A string can be inserted right with quotation mark. Let's go ahead and see the special characters we need, and then we explain them one by one. So the very first one is, come over here, and I want to put a comment right here, and that's going to be multiple line comment. So the very first one is %s. So %s is for string. So I'm going to close this so that the comment can be differentiated from the code. All right, so s is for string, and the string is noted with double quotation mark. Okay, so anything you write inside here is known as string. Like all these ones we're writing here are called string. So the next special character we're going to look at is %d. So %d is for integer variables. Okay, so these are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. So these are without decimal points. So how can you deal with the ones with decimal points? The ones with decimal points are deal with f. So this is for float. So the floats are for decimal points. You have 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 0 point, and so on. So now, for you to be able to use these special characters, as some people call that conversion characters. So let's go ahead and look at an example on how to use these characters. So if I want to use %s for a string, I'm going to say, maybe for this example we've written so far, I'll go ahead and remove this one by one. Let's look at this. So I can say this is, I'll go ahead and remove this and put %s. And how can you be able to put AGK right inside here? Put a comma and put another quotation mark and say AGK. So you say this is %s, not %se. Then AGK. Now let's go ahead and run this code and check it out. This is AGK. You can see that. Now you can write as many as you want. I said this is AGK, and he is the instructor. He's the instructor of %s again. And now for the very first one, you have AGK. If you go ahead and add a comma and add another one, quotation mark, and the instructor of C programming or C language. Now if you run this, the very first one here, %s, is for AGK, and the next one is for C programming. Let's run this code and check it out. So this is AGK, and he's instructor of C language. Now you can add as many as you want. Okay, then in the same way you can change this if you want to use integer. Let's say this is %d, and let's go ahead and remove all this. Now if you want to use integer variables, you don't need a quotation mark. Go ahead and remove this. You can say this is 9 or 80, and if you run this code, and let's check it out and see what the output is going to be. So this is 80. You see that it don't need anything like a quotation mark right here. So what if you put a quotation mark right here and say 80 and run this program, and let's check out. So you see that it went ahead and converted this to a string. Remove the quotation mark we put here, and we want to print out 80. and run this code again and check it out. So this is what you need. This is 80. You can go ahead and close this. And if you want this to be a float, you can go ahead and say this is F, and maybe you have 98.7 blah blah. You can add many of these. So if I do this, by default this will take just only 6 of these. So it's going to take the first 6 and it will ignore the remaining one. So it's going to stop at 73. Let's go ahead and run this code and check it out. Okay, you see that? Not 73, 98.679397. All right, so you can see that 679397 is 6 characters only. So, but what if you really want to stop these at only 2 decimal places? How can you do that? So go right inside here and put .2. So .2f is going to take 98.68. Go ahead and run this code and check it out. 98.68. You see that? That same way, you can put this to be 4 decimal places. Run this code and check it out. You see that? 98.6794. I hope that is cool. Go ahead and close this. Alright, so these are about special characters, the %s, %d, and %f, and that is for string, integer, and float respectively. So go ahead and practice with this, and I believe that you are going to enjoy that. So these are the basics of C programming language, and it will help you to write better programs in future. So if you have any question under this video lecture, please use the question and answer section, and I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video lecture.